handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Aqueduct Racetrack here on Friday. It is the 17th of November, 2023. It's been a very long week. I forgot what day it was. Gonna look at the stakes action here on this Friday program from Aqueduct. But before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. And I mean around the world. Some good racing tomorrow from the UK, from Cheltenham. I wish I had time to look at Friday's races, but unfortunately I don't. But Saturday's races, I started looking at it a little bit. Those races look really nice. Some good racing also at Linkfield over the flat tomorrow, so check that out. And of course, stateside here with the good card, very good card, I think, of the month at Aqueduct. So wait for those previews because those are going to be fun. But for a Friday card, this is a very good one. You have two stakes races here on the on this Friday program, and two good grass turf stakes races. So let's get to it right now. Like I said, let's end off the week well, because like I said, it's just been a long week. It's always like that. The week before Thanksgiving is always the longest week of the year, it seems, because next week is always the quickest week of the year, because when you go to work, you do nothing after basically like Tuesday. I don't know why they make people go to work on Wednesday before Thanksgiving, but that's for another day. But let's look at the 6th and 8th race. 6th race from Aqueduct. It's a Tepin Stakes, going for a purse of $120,000. Race for fillies, 2-year-olds here. Field of 11 horses entered. 10 and 11 are MTOs, so 9 will head to the inner turf course, the 1,600-meter journey, or 1 mile on the inner turf course. Gonna take here the number 3 horse, Memorialize. Can't speak, pardon me. Gonna go 3-8-2-4 in the superfecta. 3-8-2-4 super. Top selection 3 horse, Memorialize. I can't speak. Is that right? Is that how you say it? I can't. Sorry, I lost a fucking syllable. But it's true by Carrick here. Grand Motion trains. Manny Franco gets to mount. The horse's most recent appearance came the 4th of October here at Aqueduct, mile 16th in the Grade 2 Miss Grillo, and she finished 5th by 5 lengths behind the Breeders' Cup winner Hard to Justify, who really ran terrifically in New York, ran absolutely incredible at Santa Anita. This horse just was wide and wasn't keeping up with her. That was a week after torrential rains, and the turf courses were playing very weird. They are playing to speed, this turf course, and this horse doesn't have a lot of early speed, but I think coming here against some lesser quality horses, I think, she could, find a good trip to win. Like I said, at the end of the season, these turf courses play weird. They could either play towards speed or they'll play for deep closers. I'm hoping for the latter. 2 back in the main special weight at Saratoga, mile 16, 20th of August. She won by 3 lengths that day, and again, closing up from nowhere. Not the best beginnings, had a little bit of a trouble trip, stupidly wide, but she found the way clear to get the job done late. After all that said and done, I thought it was a very good effort. And then on debut in mid-July, Colonial, 5.5 on the outer in the main special weight. She finished second by 2.5 lengths that day. Zoli really took, who was the winner, was the next star winner, and really took off clear. This horse lost the reins at the beginning, was way ahead of it early on, but for him to gain that ground late in such a short race, not bred for the 5.5 furlong trip, I thought it was a very good, final 3 furlongs for this horse. She really flew home. She probably ran better than the winner that day, even in defeat, after all said and done. But coming here 5-2, she could definitely win. I think the 8 horse could win Gold Lightning for Brad Cox and Javier Castellano. Most recently, a month ago in the Chelsea Flower, she finished 3rd by 2.25 lengths that day, and I thought she needed more, but she got around the race course well. And the Miss Grillo, I thought they were setting their heights a little bit too high there, but broke her main at Saratoga in late August quite nicely in a very nice main special weight. Training well at Belmont, the training track. She could definitely win. At 7-2, I'll use her in the multis, but to recount my selection for the 6th from Aqueduct, it's the Tepin. Gonna take the 3 horse Memorialize. Give kudos to the 8 horse Gold Lightning. Where are we? 3-8-2-4 super, 3-8 in our multi race. The 8th event from Aqueduct. It is the Autumn Days. It's going for a purse of $150,000. Race for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 14 horses entered, 13 and 14 are MTOs. A dozen will go. 1,200 meters or 6 furlongs in the outer turf course. I believe the rails are down this weekend, so just keep that in mind. I'm going to take here the number 8 horse here, Poppy Flower. I'm going to go 8-12-6-4 in the superfecta. 8-12-6-4 super. Top selection 8 horse Poppy Flower. This 4-year-old by Leia here. Belmont trains. Jose Ortiz gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came 22nd of July at Saratoga, 5.5 in the Grade 3 Caress, and the horse finished 4th by 4.5 lengths that day. Roses for Deborah was the next start winner, really took off clear. This horse just sat towards the back of the pack and never really got going. But before that, Belmont, 6 furlongs in the Intercontinental, she won by a nose, closing up from nowhere, stupidly wide. She ran her heart that day to win there. And then the license fee in early May at Belmont. Race came up very tough that year, earlier this year. She finished second by half a length that day. Again, not the best beginnings. It was really wide late, but she ran her heart out after all said and done. and then back off the bench here at 6 furlongs in a optional 80. She finished third by 1/4 lengths. She didn't have the best beginnings, again, a little bit wide, but she was gaining. Coming here off some decent races this season where she's run decent numbers, Beyer numbers, she could definitely win here. I think the 12 horse, facing older horse for the first time, the 12 horse, Dance Macabre, could win also for Adam Beschizza. This horse likes his turf course. Started here twice. Most recently, Glen Cove won over this turf course by 1/4 lengths, really getting a good trip there. And even as a 2-year-old, ran a decent third in the Matron Stakes. Came back to run a very nice race, and here comes the Bride over the mile, which was a little bit too long for this horse, but she still held on. I think since she's run, this is going to be her fourth start or her fifth start of the season this year. She's only lost once. That came in the Music City at Kentucky Downs 2 back, but she likes this sprinting trip. She'll find a good trip, I think, from the outside. I'll give her a shot here at 7-2. She could definitely win, but I think she's going to get a little overbet. But a bit of a horse for a price here could be the 6-horse Mail Order. The most recent win came just over a year ago, going 6 furlongs on this turf course, winning by a length, closing up for nowhere. Very good race with an 89 Beyer. Since then, they haven't seen the winner's circle, but she's run these good races as recently. I'll give her a shot on the ticket. She could win. But to recount my selection for the 8th from Aqueduct, now it's the Autumn Days. Going to take the number 8 horse, who is Poppy Flower. We're going to give kudos to the 12 horse Dance Macabre and the 6 horse Mail Order. 8, 12, 6, 4 Super, 8, 12, 6 in our multi race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.